Hey, how's it going, guys? Wow, guess we'll see how many people tune in for tonight's Lufa presentation. I'm not coming to you live from the shower, just so you know. I don't know if we're gonna lose viewers because they were expecting that, but I am in the studio. I think that would be for watercolors, no pun intended on that. So just getting some paints ready here, and we are gonna jump in with some lovely Lufas. I like to use things that we find around the house. Lufas are a great one. Any sponges you can find, any kind of old rags, or I've used paper towel before, which is kind of fun. We might do that another time for a background. Adds some crinkly little dimensions and stuff too. So again, tonight we're going to be using these brand new Lufas, $1 a piece at Dollar General or Family Dollar or whatever's closest to you. And we're just going to kind of have fun with it. Now, obviously you've seen me use sponges in the past, and they're a little smaller. This is going to be a little bit harder to kind of control where we're at, so you don't want any flat spots on it, so kind of ruffle it up. Those new ones kind of get all bunched up, so this one seems to be pretty good. So we're going to kind of play that by ear and do some texture differences there. We're going to do, it's easiest to do bushes and trees, kind of just looking at these. You're going to kind of see that they're going to have that kind of look to them. You're not going to get real fine lines and things with it too. So can you guys hear me at all? Somebody says they don't have any sound. Can you guys hear me? Somebody say if they can hear me or not. Hello, hello, testing. Somebody's saying they can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me? Oh, perfect. Cool. Somebody says yes. That's all I needed to hear. So, all right. So we're going to kind of get rolling here with some fun colors. We got some purple, just some violet here that we've gotten from, this is just from Walmart, some semi-gloss acrylic. And this is Iris, which is actually my favorite song, Goo Goo Dolls Iris. That's my jam if you guys wanted to know. We also have some blue here. This is cerulean blue. It's got this kind of neat blue there and white. It's kind of hard to tell with the light being so glaring, but that's kind of what we're rolling with here too. I should have a nice cool tripod coming soon. We're getting all high tech on you. Pretty soon I'll be wearing a tuxedo. No, I'm just kidding. That's never going to happen. So we're going to kind of come in and throw some color in here into the background. And we're just, I really didn't have a plan for color palettes, so we're just going to kind of go for it, kind of see what we get. I've never used these before. I didn't even practice yet. So we're just going to kind of get an idea where we're at here, using the same techniques that we have in the past with kind of a moon glow with this in the middle, and then just kind of go from there, and we'll adjust to it as we go. The background's going to be a lot less smooth because I'm not using any paintbrushes. So we're just going to use Lufas and see what we get. I've been getting a lot of stuff that folks have been sending that they're trying different things with things they got around the house, and man, that is so awesome. I've seen people use like old necklaces and kind of drag them around, and just all sorts of different things. So whatever you have laying around the house that might give you a different cool texture technique. We used the Q-tips before, some pointillism type stuff. You can use old rags, paper towels, like I said. Get creative, have fun with it, and you never know what you're going to come up with. And then if you don't like it, you can always use your excuse that, hey, I was using a loofah, what the heck. So we're going to go right in and get some of this white. And so we got some white there. Ooh, it's super bright. We're just going to kind of go right in that middle and just let me get you where you need to be here so you can see what we're doing. Cool. Hanging with me. Cool. All right, good. Good. All right, like I said, I'll be getting a tripod here shortly. I ordered that in the mail, so we're gonna kind of, you know what, I don't know if you guys can really see this a whole lot, but that might be cool. So you get a little bit of texture to it. So I'm not gonna do a swipey, swirly moon glow like I normally do. We're gonna kind of attack this a little differently, just based on how that looks. I'm gonna come right in here with that blue. So we got some nice blue on that, and I'm gonna just kind of dab this around, and we're gonna see what we come up with. We're just gonna have some fun with this. We still have some white on there, and picking up some of this blue. We're just gonna go right, kind of cover right into that, and it's gonna blend. That's what's happening actually. I'm not twisting this. I'm not pushing super hard, but we are getting a little bit of a blend. So I'm gonna get some more of that white. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start a new plate so I don't get any of that purple on there. And we're gonna do this white separate. So you guys doing all right? Middle of the week, you're halfway there. You gonna make it? Sorry to disappoint you guys that I wasn't coming to you live from a shower with the information we had earlier about the Lufa. You guys were jumping to some pretty bold conclusions there, but that's awesome. That's cool. I think we might tap in some yellow in there in a minute, just to kind of give it a little bit of a sun glow to it. Let's do sun today. I mean, I'm feeling happy and kind of sprightly here, and we're not gonna go moon nighttime stuff. We're just gonna tap a little yellow into this, just to give us a little bit of sunshine. I think that'd be kind of fun. What do you think? We're just kind of doing this on the fly. All right, cool. I got some sun glow to this. We're just gonna kind of work this outward. Oh, it looks so watery. I like it. That's kind of cool. All right. So again, we're gonna get right back into that blue. Hit these edges with the blue, kind of darker towards the edges if you can, because it's further away from the sun. Cool. We're gonna bring that glow up a little bit here in a second. Bring this all the way down. You see the kind of pattern we're getting here as we get less and less paint on it. It's really sparse, looks really kind of cool. I like it, I like it, I like it. A little more yellow. We're just going after it right now. Kind of no plan, just creating on the fly. I love this. So totally different. A little more yellow right in the middle of that. Work that out. Get that white. Glow there. It'll make more sense. Oh yeah, cool. So we got a little yellow left on this. We're just gonna kind of throw that in. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of hitting just a little bit in certain areas just to break up that sky just a little bit. It's kind of cool. All right, cool. Let's fill this in just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see this plate, but kind of look at what that does too, blending those colors. I don't know. I mean, that looks kind of watery with a nice shimmer of yellow and stuff. Something you want to do later with some water glow and stuff. That'd be kind of neat. We're just creating on the fly tonight. Something different. Haven't ever used these Lufas before. So kind of running out of color there. So what do we want to do with this bottom piece? I want to fill it in kind of with, we're going to end up putting normally we do black with those trees, but we're going to kind of come in with a little different approach here. I put in some Viridian green, so it's a little bit darker. So we got a little darker on there. Kind of come in here. This is going to be our hills and our grass that we're going to build off of from our tree base. A little more abstract than you see me do in the pass, a little more going for it. This really, I don't think we could really have anybody just say, you know, I really can't do that. I just don't have the technique. You are seeing what you get here. I'm just kind of going after this and filling in areas that might need a little more attention. So this looks like Starry Night kind of stuff, man. I'm digging this. This is super cool. So we got some green in there. You can vary that. You can use some browns if you want. I'm going to use just a hint of burnt umber towards the bottom of this and break that in there just a little bit. A couple dabs. Nothing too crazy. So I didn't put a big glob of it on there. I just put them in a couple sparse areas so that when I pick it up on this, it's going to be in a couple sparse areas. It's not really going to be a big glob of it. We're kind of putting this towards the bottom to give us just a little bit darker of this green area. Cool. All right. I like it. What do you guys think? It's like kindergarten all over again, you know? Here's some sponges and a loofah. Go after it. So you can see the texture. It's far different than what we're used to, right? We like the smooth swirls and everything that we did before. This is giving us just more of a watercolor look with acrylics, so it's going to be far different. So I am going to kind of switch gears a little bit, and we're going to do a brown tree in this, just to kind of stick with the natural color that we have going here. So we're going to use some of that burnt umber still. Let me set this leaf up to the side here. And our trees are going to be a lot different because usually we have them, you know, on a hill. So this one really is just going to have a different feel to it. And we could center it, but I think we'll end up running this kind of over in front of this sun beam, so it'll have a different feel to it. And we are going to use the loofah to go over top of this with our foliage when we're done here. So again, we're kind of just getting this tree framed in. We don't want to go too far out. Picking up some of those blues that kind of cool. It's actually like kind of highlighting things. We're just feeling a little more abstract tonight, and that is totally cool because we'll just go with Wacky Wednesday today, and we're just trying some new things. And you know, it's been a really tough week for a lot of folks, you know, getting back off the holidays and getting adjusted back to work. And I know it was a little interesting for me too. Had some people are getting sick and stuff. That's no good. I'm finally feeling better, so thank you guys for reaching out and you know, asking how I'm doing and that sort of stuff. I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Alright, so we're kind of framing this tree in here. We'll get that all done. And then we'll start putting some color in it. Kind of go from there. Almost got her. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? You guys got any questions or anything? And yeah, it looks kind of cool. It looks like dandelion. Yeah, you know, I mean, see, art is an interpretation. I was trying to tell this to somebody today that, you know, what you see and the world around you is your interpretation of that. You know, art is a lot like that as well. I've come to be a firm believer in that. You know, I mean, it was snowing a little bit out today, and I was talking to a gentleman, and I said, you know, I might tell you that it's snowing outside, and you might know that on the other side of the building there's a big fire, and that's ash that's falling. And it's all just an interpretation of what your experiences are and what you think things look like and why they are the way they are. So art is a good place to let that interpretation out. And just, if it moves you, if you feel differently about something, if you know, don't be afraid to comment on it. If somebody thought that looked like a baseball, I wouldn't tell them that they're wrong, because if they've seen baseballs and that look like that, then who am I to tell them that it's not? You know what I mean? So try to stay positive and sorry about that. All right, so almost there. Cool. All right, I think we're ready to Lufa this tree. Just waiting for somebody to make the comment that they Lufa it, you know? Hey, my mom's watching. Everybody say hi to my mom. Hi, Mom. Cool. All right, so again, for those just joining us, we used a Lufa, not fresh from the shower, fresh from the shelf at the store, to do this background. So we've used a little bit of blue, some white, a tad of yellow, which I'm really glad we did. We just kind of go with a natural look to this. We'll darken this side, because obviously we got the sun glow there. So we're darkening this side of the tree. I might grab some black and assist with that darkening. Cool. And then we can do that with some white too. So cool. All right, we're grabbing a fresh Lufa. This kind of orange color here. I think we're gonna do. Let's see, we got purple here. Should we stick with purple? Can we get a vote for what color should we make this tree? All right, what do we think? What do we think? What do we want to make this tree? I'm up for any kind of on the fly change here. I have purple down, some iris color. What do you think we should do? I'm gonna leave this up to you guys interactively. Let's see, what do we got? Anybody want to throw out some color? What should we do? Silver? Oh boy. All right. Let's see what else. Any other colors we should make this tree? I'm open to suggestion. Purple. Okay, I got purple already down, so we could do some purple. Don't know how that'll blend with the sky. Orange. Okay, so should we do this as like a fall kind of thing, or should we? What do you think? Purple, purple. Everybody's liking purple. All right, purple and orange. Some hints of orange. Okay. Well, you know what? I had purple down, so the people have spoken. All right, we're gonna do some purple. I love this. Maybe I should do this more often. Just start showing up with a blank canvas and say, "Hey, what should we do here?" All right. So, boom, we got purple on there. So let's do this. We're gonna do some purple, and we're gonna do this a little bit lighter than we did with the sky, because the sky we wanted to be nice and thick. This we don't. So again, we're just kind of lightly letting it fall, and wherever that might, we're kind of twisting it each time so that we don't have the same pattern. Okay, so now we're starting to pick up a little blues. I don't know if you guys can see that, so we want to make sure that we're coming back in and getting more of that purple. Don't worry about covering up those branches, because we can always come in a minute. Cool. All right. A little bit more shape to this tree. So let's go a little bit more up here to this, so we're not so square. Where we're at with this, and we're going to do the same technique we usually do with sponges. We're just going to kind of throw a little of this color down here in our foreground, up onto the tree just a little bit. We can adjust that in a minute. Cool. You guys see that? Just threw a little bit in there. All right, now we need some highlights. So we're going to go into the white. It's right here next to the purple. Now it globbed up pretty thick, so I'm just going to tap this off. I don't know if you can see me tap it off a little bit, so now we got a lot less. Tap it into the purple so that you're not getting some weird colors with it. All right, and if you just tap and pick it up, you'll feel the paint stick a little bit, and that's kind of what you want to do and feel, because then it'll add texture to it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Kind of blends in. It's got this watercolor feel to it. Getting there. I like it. Okay, so. Alright. What do you guys think? It's kind of cool. Alright, so we got a pretty big gap here. I kind of did that on purpose because we're going to come out here with a really low branch right into this. Again, wiping off the purple that we just picked up. Making sure that branch is nice and blended right in with the tree. Cool. I am digging it. So, you guys haven't been able to find sponges at stores. This is a cool way to be able to try something different and add some texture to your paintings. Is grabbing different things from the house. In this case, we grabbed a Lufa right from the store, so we wanted a nice clean one, and kind of went for it. So, also gonna drop a little. Sorry, I got sidetracked. We've got some white still on there. I'm gonna just drop some white, drop it down in here. Get some highlights from. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. I like that. You might get a nice edge where you're like, yes, that's a cool texture. I'm gonna go with that, and then twist it and you lose it. So if you find something that you like, roll with it. Cool, cool. We're getting there, folks. So much different piece tonight than we've been used to, where everything's a little bit more finite with the things we've done in the past. Here, the only thing we're really putting detail on is with this brush. So we're gonna we got plenty of paint to highlight with too, right? Lots of different cool colors. That's so neat. What do you guys think? Kind of cool, huh? Spring's right around the corner, man. I hope so. It was cold today, but spring is the next season, right? So gotta stay optimistic. All right, so now we're just adding some thin little branches with this liner brush, kind of making this tree look a little more realistic and not so chunky. One branch, it looks just kind of funky, like it stops, so we're gonna really push that off the edge there. Cool. You know, it's all about personal preference and what you think looks good, because, you know, at the end of the day, if you stand back and go, man, I really love that painting, I really put myself into that, I learned something from that, then it was worth it, you know? I mean, I've had paintings where I've just completely been frustrated, but I learned something. So at the same time, it's not a complete loss or a failure, you know. I mean, I've shown you in the past that you can go over old canvases and make them look something completely different, you know? So okay. All right, let's do some highlighting. It left a little bit of the green showing through on this side, which is awesome because that saves us on having to highlight it. So right now I'm just adding some white. We do have some purple in here that we can grab. You can blend that a little bit if you'd like, make more of a lavender color. That's totally fine. It's again personal preference on what you want to do as far as your highlights. I like this purple color. Ooh, I think we'll grab a little blue and see what that does. We're gonna make this really colorful. Why not, no? Sweet. Some blue highlights in there from the sky. Oh, fun. I like it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, especially when it comes to art. Like, this is yours. Do what you want. You know, I asked for your suggestions and that sort of stuff, but if you wanted to do a leopard tree and crazy prints, it's art, man. Go for it. Have fun. You know, this is my happy place. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I get excited about sharing this with you guys, about getting down here and getting in front of this canvas and creating. So that should be happy for you too. It shouldn't be a labor. You know, once it becomes work, then why do it? You know, I've had a lot of people ask me to do certain things, and I've learned to say, you know, not right now, or maybe that's not my strong specialty, and I don't have a problem saying that. So you got to be able to enjoy it, or you'll regret it and start to hate it. You'll get burned out. So, all right, I think we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna grab just a hint of black. Kind of roll like this side. There, we'll take this 1 second. Cool. Don't need much of that. You know, we're getting sponsored by Progressive back there in the background. Alright, cool. We're going to hit this with just a little bit of black. So darken that up even more. We're all about giving it to people straight. That's why we show our rates alongside our competitors' rates. And when you're helping people find hopefully everybody's having a good week. I know it's a long week, you know, especially after the holidays, and you got that. Oh man, we started this Biggest Loser thing at work today, and I weighed in, and I didn't even want to see where I was at. too many sweets and carbs along the holidays. So whatever makes you happy, as long as it's legal and doesn't hurt anybody's feelings, do it. 2020 is about loving yourself first and making yourself happy. And obviously, if you got kids and stuff like I do, you got to make sure they're happy too. And you know, but I can tell you what, you know, if you're happy, they're going to be happy, because you're going to be a much better mood and a much better person and parent, and just works better. I think that's Pete's personal opinion. You may not feel that way, and that's totally fine. Cool. What do you think? We gotta darken this just here. Bring this down just a little bit. And throw a highlight in there. Alright, cool. Yeah, there we go. I like it. All right. Well, what do you think, guys? I'm gonna put a signature on this one, and this one's in the books. It's their Lufa spring colored kind of Easter tree with purple and yellow and greens and blues. I mean, geez, you know, if you guys are with me from the beginning, you're like, wow, you just a tree in one color and that's it. Where's the fun in that? Well, guess what, guys? What did we do last night? We did yellow and red and orange, and tonight we're just blowing it out of the water with all these different colors. It's fun. It's art. Boom, there we go. That didn't take us long at all. Cool. What do we got here? All right, check that out. So we got some watercolory look to that. That is done with a Lufa, folks. So think about that the next time you're taking a shower. Like, man, I could totally be doing a painting right now. And you're right, you could be. Except for that discount. Hashtag Pete's personal opinion. Thank you, cousin Derek, who looks so much like me and Guy Fieri if we were to have a baby. I love you, brother. All the way from Florida. Thanks for checking out my work. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's, you know, yeah, it's true that I did start just about 6 months ago with painting. But that's just the thing, is you never know what you're good at until you start trying some stuff. So, you know, writing and dance and singing and, you know, all that kind of stuff, you just never know until you start doing it. And look what can happen, you know. I mean, you can be pretty decent at something and never know it for I'm not gonna say how old I am, but you know, quite a few years, you know. So try some things, try something new. If you're kind of an antisocial person, walk up to somebody and say, hey, have a great day, you know. I mean, it's one of those things you got to start to break outside your comfort zone and do some nice things for people. Hold the door for somebody, pay for somebody's food at the drive-in, which you shouldn't be going to because drive-through, because, you know, you should be eating healthy and stuff, right? You know, see somebody that needs help with their groceries, help carry it for them, you know. Just be kind to one another, love each other. I'm not a hippie, no offense to somebody that is, but I'm on this wave of positivity right now. I feel so good about it. You know, God's given me this gift to share with you guys, and it's paying me back. It's filling my heart. It's making me happy. You guys are awesome. Your responses, the inspirational stories that I'm hearing from you guys is just, I can't tell you how much that means to me. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate you guys and all that you've given me back in return. I mean, this just takes me a half hour of my time to you know, talk to you guys and paint a little bit and have some fun. But honestly, the hours worth of joy and inspiration and happiness you've given me in return, it's amazing. I thank you, and God bless you for that. So thank you guys again. We used Lufas tonight, and the only brush we used is this little bad boy here to do the tree. I like this. This is so different. I didn't know what to expect, kind of with the palm trees like last night. This turned out better than I expected. I'm glad you guys were with me with it, experimenting with it. I don't try these before I do my lives, okay? That's truth be told. I just go for it, and I screw up. Hey, it's a life lesson for all of us. But I like it. I like it a lot. This is just another step in those things of evolution of trying things with each other and thinking it's cool. Those of you got here late, a couple of you jumping in right now, appreciate you guys coming. Even though you're late, we used Lufas, and we got crazy with colors and layered them up, and it added this really cool watercolor texture I will show you in just a split second. And the only brush that we used was one to make the tree. So we have got, I mean, if you guys can see that texture, how cool is that? I mean, you can't get that with a brush. You can't get that with a sponge, kinda. That's a shower loofah, folks. And look at the texture on that. That would take you hours to do that with any other brushes or anything like that. That is so cool. So who would have known? Yeah, that is dope. I like that. So grab some things from around your house and try it out. Make sure it's not somebody's, you know, Ralph Lauren sheets or something. But you can try some different things and make it happen. You know, be creative. You know, use some cardboard, use some paper towels. I'm going to do that here soon. Is use some paper towels for a background. But man, I'm going to do this again. I'm definitely going to be using some Lufas to do some backgrounds, because that is a cool texture. It is definitely a marbly, you know, those bouncy balls you get, and they got all these different chopped up pieces of rubber. This is what it reminds me of. And yeah, I do sell these, by the way. You can just send me a message. I'll get to all the answers and questions and everything at the end here. You guys are hanging out. I mean, like, we're all buddies, just hanging out talking. I love this. So yeah, any questions or concerns, anything you got going on, you want to chat about, anything like that, certainly just put it in the comments or send me a message. I got it figured out to upload to YouTube, and we're following there. Trying to blow that up. Yeah, I'm up over, I think, 110 or so followers now, subscribers. So come on over, subscribe. Who knows what, you know, is going to happen. I just want to get this out there to everybody, and I appreciate all the responses and the thank yous and the inspirations. And you guys are painting with your kids. That's awesome. I will be totally doing that this weekend. I'm going to be doing some classes coming up here soon. We're sold out. That's great news. We have sold out of the class we're doing in Tustin. So thank you to those involved with getting that done. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate it for all the support. We're lining up a second class. We haven't set a date on that yet. I'd really honestly love, I'm going to tell you this now, guys, whoever's listening, my goal is to turn this into an interactive studio at some point, with photography and as well as some art therapy classes, and bringing licensed therapists in to do art therapy with kids and families and things, and people that have experienced trauma. I'm in the mental health field, and that is a desperate need for that kind of thing. So if you know any big investors that want to have money to spend on things like that, hey, let me know, because I would love to teach classes in a setting with kids and families, and really make a difference, you know, that way. So hey, man, keep all the questions coming and the love and support. I am here for you. You guys are here for me. I appreciate it. Have a great night. I'll be back. If not tomorrow, I'll be back Friday. So I appreciate you guys. Love each other. Take care. God bless.